but I'm at the hospital. Lexi's getting surgery, and they just took her back. Let me get my glasses on. We had to be here. They're a little dirty. We had to be here at 8:15 this morning, and it's going on close to 11 a.m. It's like 10:30 a.m., something like that. So I'm nervous. They said the surgery will be about an hour and a half, and then altogether like two and a half hours, in the recovery. And then she'll be spending the night tonight. And then if everything's okay, she'll be discharged tomorrow between 4 and 5 in the afternoon. Or if she's still real nauseous and different things, then they'll keep her an extra night. So I am just waiting for somebody to come. I know it's very early, and I'm not used to going live this early, so. But if you're here, make sure you do a thumbs up. Hit the three, this is still dirty. Hit the 3 little buttons, and then hit the thumbs up. Hi, Christine. Hi, Kelly. I'm trying to clean my glasses. They're awful dirty. There we go. Hi, Crystal and Samantha. Hi, Carly and Heather and CL Loveless. How are you? Good morning. I'm trying not to be so loud, but I'm at the hospital. They literally just took Lexi back, so we had to be here at 8:15 a.m. and I don't even know what time it is. What, like 10:30 Eastern time? I'm nervous. And this chair, everybody's walking by. This chair is like so, you just move a little bit. Oh, thank you so much. So what I was saying, so she'll be here overnight. They're gonna keep her one day, and they said they'll probably discharge her between 4 and 5 in the afternoon tomorrow. But if she's still real nauseous or what have you, then they'll keep her an extra night. So I have her little clothes right here for when she just took them off. But I have to go out to the car and get her like little bag she packed, If you guys were to see my setup, you would laugh your ass off. But the one good thing is here, everywhere you go, they have Wi-Fi, like a charging station. So thank you so much for all your prayers. I really appreciate that. I am so nervous, like I hardly slept. They're going to, right before surgery, they gave her a heparin shot, and then they're going to put her on for 28 days. It's called Lovastan or something like that. It's a blood thinner because Lexi has issues with blood clots, so that's what I was really worried about. Hello, been years since I caught you live. Well, I'm so glad you caught me live. Make sure you eat something. I know. Do you know what's funny? They gave me like a little coupon for the cafeteria for like a free coffee. But I'm definitely going to go down there and get something to eat because I haven't ate anything yet. I just don't know, like, what they have. But I want to come on here real quick before I went there. So what are you guys up to? Let me know. Is it supposed to be hot? It's supposed to be hot today in Jersey. Yeah, hot and muggy. Oh, so that's the only thing, Anna. The humidity I cannot take. Oh, yeah, I'm taking care of myself. I'm just nervous. They say the surgery is like an hour and a half, but recovery and all that is about 2.5 to 3 hours. So that's where I'm like, once it's all over, I'll feel fine. What is happening? No, I'm at the hospital because Lexi's in surgery, so. Hi there. I'm doing all right. A little nervous, but I'm good. I got my water right here. 115. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Hit the 3 little dots up on the top, and then it'll give you an option to hit the thumbs up. My area was in a hurricane. Oh no. So are you in Texas? My power was restored yesterday, but my AC is out. Oh yeah, you just said you're in Texas. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Samantha. That's terrible. So do you have a generator? That's one thing I don't have. I need to get a generator. I don't have one. I should. Oh, that's terrible. Was there any damage in your yard from trees or anything? What type of surgery? I'm not going to say because it's Lexi. That's her business to say. But it's a it's a scary surgery. You know, it has to do with her organs. I'll say that she's getting surgery on. But um, they say it's a dry heat, but to me, it's hot. It's hot. That's true. That is so true. Um, Power is still out. Gosh, I feel so bad for you guys. Rain this morning, hoping to go to our hometown fair later. Oh, I hope you get to go. Where am I? I am at the hospital. I'm in the waiting room. My daughter is having surgery. So sorry. She's lucky to have you as her mom. Oh, thank you. No generator. My fence is missing. I went to Home Depot to get a window AC. Oh no. Your whole fence is missing? Oh, I mean that's not funny, but oh God. Hi Keith Jenkins, how are you? It's really hot here in New Jersey, I know. Well, right now I'm in the air. It's kind of chilly in the hospital, but so I really shouldn't be complaining. Saying my children were terrified. I can imagine. Oh, that's terrible. Well, you know, the best thing is you guys are here. No home damage, right? Or anything like that. I mean, that's good. The worst we had was Hurricane Sandy. Oh, that was what, in 2012? That was pretty bad. And see how this chair, I'm telling you, if you move a little bit, like it just moves. What happened with that when we had the hurricane, it went out back into the ocean. But what happened was in the middle of the night, it turned back around and came back and hit us. And that's where all the damage came for Hurricane Sandy because we weren't prepared. We thought it left and was gone. And it turned around and came back and hit us twice as hard, you know? One side is totally missing and the other side is down. Oh gosh, and missing some shingles. Well, thank God you didn't have no tree or nothing. I fell on your roof, you know? Hi, Melissa. Good morning, and wishing you a very beautiful and blessed day. Thank you. I hate when the chat, like, disappears and stuff. Sandy was a so-so. Well, like where I live, because thank God I'm not right where the ocean is, but I'm like 20, 30 minutes away. So it was, oh God, some people were out of power for 2 weeks, I think, you know? But people that lived down the shore and stuff got hit terribly. I mean, their houses were flooded and everything. I didn't know about Hurricane Sandy. Went to high school in New Jersey. Yeah, it was in 2012. From very hot, Texas. I could never live there. There, Las Vegas, California. This chair is bothering me. Hi, Christine. How are you guys doing? What time is it where you guys are at? I think it's about, I don't know, maybe 10:30 Eastern time. I'm not sure exactly what time it is here. It's pretty early. I'm surprised anybody came on, to be honest with you. Hi from Alaska. Hey, girl, how are you doing? The only tree I have broke but didn't hit my house. Good, good, good. I'm waiting for a repairman. All of my dogs are in the room keeping cool. Good. That's terrible when you don't have no AC. 10 o'clock Central. Okay, 11. So it's 11 o'clock Eastern time. Okay. Oh, so I got about 12:30 or something. It's the anxiety, it's the waiting game. Like, I know she's going to be okay, but it's still that anxiety, you know? It doesn't matter how old your children are. Like, Lexi will be 24 July 31st, and it doesn't matter how old they are, you know? It's like, my baby, you know? Oh, congratulations. You got 200 subscribers. That's amazing. That's a good accomplishment. I hope you get many, many more. It's 8 a.m. and oh Lord, you worked midnight to 6 a.m. Do you know what? Lexi worked last night. She worked until 11 o'clock. She works the 3 to 11 shift. And I'm like, because you know she was getting surgery this morning, because we had to be here at 8:15. And I'm like, are you working? And Lexi's a worker. She was like, well, mommy, because she still calls me mommy. She was like, my surgery isn't until tomorrow. I'm like, okay. You started preaching in my church when you were 4. Well, that's good. Um, Newborn or in their 60s, they'll always be your baby. Yes, yes. She does have really good work ethic. And I always say this, I don't know if this was the reason, but all three of my kids, when they were in school, I made them go to school. The only time, I don't care how sick they were, the only time that they were allowed to stay home if they were throwing up or had diarrhea. I'd rather them go to school and have the nurse call me and then I pick them up because I was so worried that when they became an adult, if they had a little sore throat, they'd say, "Oh, I want to call off of work," you know? And I don't know if that helped or Alexi just has good work ethic. I don't know, but all of my kids are like that. They don't they go to work, they never call off. Because I see a lot of parents now, it's like they stump their toe and they're staying home from school, and it's like that's the worst thing to do because then the kids these days they get used to, oh, I have a sore throat, let me stay home, and it's not good. Thinking of you. Oh, thank you so much. I'll definitely keep you guys updated how she's doing. Like I don't know if you guys heard me, but she's staying overnight, so her boyfriend, I'm gonna text her boyfriend. She's been going out with him almost 2 years now, and he's gonna come up when she's out of surgery. Do you like any type of music? I like all music. I mean, my favorite is gospel music, but I like all music. Well, that's a lie. I don't like heavy metal, and I don't like that hard rap, but I like anything else. But my favorite genre of music is the 90s, like the R&B. You know what I mean? The Jodeci, and maybe not as a person, but R. Kelly. I mean, he's the music was there. But Boys to Men, oh God, Keith Sweat. Oh God, I loved his music. My girls work like their father, have to work. Yep. I was like that too until my health really went down. I used to work 2 and 3 jobs. Like I was always a worker, always. TLC, yes. Oh my God, that red light special. I can't sing. Remember the red light special song? That and what is that song? The Water song. I forget. I love it. Oh, I was so sad when Left Eye passed away. That was so sad. English or Spanish? Yeah, Waterfalls. Yes. Do you know? Oh, Salt and Pepper. And we are here. How does that go? I can't think right now because my nerves are too bad. But I love Salt and Pepper too. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yep. I know. Don't quit my day job. I know. Now, like, I also like Nirvana, like that type of stuff. I also like some 80s music as well. I just never got into like the heavy metal stuff. And Nobody Keeps Sweat was dangerous. Yeah. I do. I just like all those slow songs. Salt and Pepper and Spinderella. Do you know Spinderella was only 16 when she joined the group? And so 16, that's it. And so her mom, Spinderella's mom, had a sign like to give her like parental whatever to Salt and Pepper. And I can't imagine like all the touring and everything. And since she had said before she was only 16, so like she couldn't go out and party. She had to stay home. Oh, but 16 years old, and she was good at that little whatever that is. 80s rock. Yeah, I know a lot of people like the 80s. I'm trying to get comfy here. I love Bon Jovi. And he's from New Jersey. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. Wasn't that young? People didn't realize, but yeah, she was only 16. You're doing your day job from the hospital at the moment. Yeah. It's so weird because I don't usually go when I go live. It's usually at nighttime, so I didn't think anybody would show up because it's so early. Born in '87. You hate the nine? Oh, you hate the '80s. I was born in the '70s. Good morning, Ann. Glad that you're live, and oh good. I'm glad that you're here, Suzanne. Prayers for Lexi. Thank you so much. They literally just took her back, so I was like, "What is taking so long?" Because, like I said, we had to be here at 8:15. I was born in '76. You're so happy for asking this, but what is your name? Ann. My name is Ann. Hi, Stina. How are you? That's the bad part when is the waiting game, and I'm like. So they put her IV in. They had to put it in her hand. I felt terrible. Born in '69. That's a good year. I'm a '76 baby. Yep, and love the '80s. See, I just love the '90s for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like I just love the genre, just everything '90s. I don't know why. Hey, Jody. I just seen your comment too. I was trying to answer some of the comments when you say you're patiently waiting. I was patiently waiting for them to take Lexi back. I'm like, all right, my anxiety's getting to me. Come on. You're older than all of us, 65. I would have graduated from high school, and I got my GED, but I would have graduated in '94. I'm so stupid. I went to school all the way up to my 11th grade year, 1993, right? This is how stupid I am. And I went to quit school. And my mom, because I didn't go anyway, my mom would drop me off and I would go right out the front, go out the door, right? And so my mom was like, all right, well, you either go to school or you work. And I said, well, I'll work. And so I started working at 16. It was a department store. It was called Bradley's. And I worked in the shoe department. But I had to work, and I only had one more year left. How dumb was that? It was so, things I think about back then. It dumb. And so, but I did get my GED, and I did do some college. I should have finished my college. That was dumb too. You did the same thing. I was a senior. Isn't that so stupid? I had found some because, with the house fire and stuff, a lot of the pictures and stuff are gone. But I found, I'll have to show you one day when I go home. I found my prom pictures, my semi and my prom pictures. So my junior year and my sophomore year. So what was I, 15 and then 16? I was like, oh my God. That's when I had my makeup done. I did it myself. You got your GED? Yeah, me too. They say getting your GED is harder than your high school diploma. You were born in '86. Oh, I was born in '86. My wife was born in '71, but we've been married 20 years and 3 kids. Oh, congratulations. That's a blessing. Hi, Queen Porvy? Is that how you pronounce it? I love when you do lives. Good. I'm going to start doing more of them. Should have went to cosmetology school. First I went to school for computers, okay? Because back then in the 90s, I didn't even own a computer. The first time I ever owned a computer was in 2012. Let's keep that real. So I started going to school for computer programming. Because back in the 90s, that was the big thing. Everybody was like, oh, computers are going to be big, and all of that. But it was hard because when you don't have a computer at home, it's hard to practice. And then, stupid, you meet a boy and then you don't want to go to school. Oh, God, I was so dumb. My name's Frida. Now, you look up my actual name. Let me see. I think I missed some of the comments. Let me go back. Oh, you remember Bradley's? Oh, yeah. I hated that, the shoe department. Oh, because And then I was 17, and that's when where I lived, the Walmart opened. I think they opened up in 1994, our very first Walmart. I never even heard of a Walmart. And I worked in the ladies department. And let me just tell you, those ladies are more gross and nastier than the men. You know? Like sloppy. I used to hate it. I cannot do retail work. Oh my God, I don't have the patience because most of you guys know, like, I have like OCD and I'm a clean freak. And no, I couldn't. You remember the computer lab in elementary school. I remember when I was in high school, you had to take keyboarding. It's still in high school, but we're talking about the early 90s because I started high school in 1990. And you had to take, one of the classes was keyboarding. Um, how am I today? I'm all right. I'm all right. A little, my anxiety is through the roof, but you had a typewriter class. Yeah, isn't that crazy now that you think about it? Like, you retail for 10 years. I'm glad. Yeah, I don't have the patience, you know? I mean, if I had to, I would, you know, if that's the only job I can get, I definitely would do it, but I prefer not to. But one thing I do enjoy is working in the public. I do like working with people, you know. Sending prayers for Lexi. You went to a Bon Jovi. Do you know? I've never been to any any concerts. I've never been to not one concert. Isn't that crazy? I'm 48. I'm almost 50 and never been to a concert. You remember print and press. Oh, how about, do they still have wood shop? I remember in high school we had wood shop and you had to take it. And I actually enjoyed it. We made like a little plaque or something like that. And I think I put, was it Corey Haim or somebody I put in there as the name? I don't think they have, well, let me see. Tyler had wood shop, but that was an elective. But I don't even know what they have nowadays in school. You did 5 Bon. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh my God, I loved him. Coolio. Oh, isn't that sad when he passed away? I think he passed away, was it last year? It's so sad. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. You did woodshop too. You remember the plaques? Yes. Or how about this? True story. So in high school, my 9th grade year, we had home ec. And so half of the school year, you had cooking and the other cooking / sewing. Do you guys remember that? And so that's when we would make like pillows and all that. So, true story. So when we had to do our cooking, I had a partner and his name was Tevis. Okay, he was a twin, Terrence and Tevis. And Tevis was my partner. And so I did the cooking, he washed the dishes. I don't even think they have that anymore. I wish they would have those electives back. But this was mandatory. And so this was when flannel shirts were in style, but they were flammable. Now they make clothes that aren't flammable, right? So remember those big flannel coats you would put on, like jackets? Who remembers that, right? And so I had a lighter and I'm going like this, flicking it, and I'm getting close to him. And he's like, stop playing. And I go like this, and I got a little too close, and his arm went up in flames. And I'm like, like for like a good 2 seconds, we both stood there like we're in shock. And I'm like patting him down. He takes it off. I got suspended 10 days. I almost got expelled for that. But I almost lit the man on fire. That's how bad I was in school. This daggone chair. Isn't that crazy? And once in a while, I'll see him because he still lives in my area, and we still laugh about that to this day. Yeah, they have home economics here. Oh, they still have that? Good. See, when I was in school, you had to do it. It was just a class that you had to do. But that taught you like how to sew or how to like cook, and we made like meals. That was fun because you got to eat, you know. You didn't have the patience. See, I didn't like sewing that much either, but you know, it was fun. It's better than doing like math because math and history, I hate it. But I love history now. But who remembers back in school when you had to like open up a frog and stuff and a worm? Did you know I only learned this from science class when we had to do biopsy? Do you know that worms have 5 hearts? I mean, I do remember that. They don't do that now where they have to, when you cut up frogs and all that, do they? I'm new to your lives. My name is Dina. I'm 51 from, oh, but you're from New York. You're my neighbor. Well, I'm glad you're here. You was hooked after the first concert. I've been going to concerts forever. I know. That's on my bucket list. Say it right, Ann. My bucket list to go to a concert. You know? My kids come to see for sewing. I don't know how to sew anything. I could probably put a button on, but that's about it. You did a frog smell. I know. And if you walked out and refused to do it, you failed the class, you know? I feel you so much. We have so much in common. I enjoy. Oh, thank you. Hi, Sharon. How are you? We have economics class here for 6th graders. Show them how to do. See, that's good. They don't have that here. I remember it was called finance when I was in high school, and it taught you how to write checks. I know they don't do checkbooks hardly anymore. I know that. But it taught you all that stuff. They don't do that now, and it's sad. They don't even do cursive anymore. So my thing is, right, how if you're, I know they say like it's up to the parents to teach them how to do cursive, but how do they learn how to sign their name? Like, it's very weird. Is everything print? You know, like I think my Isaiah barely knows how to do cursive, and he'll be 20 July 19th. It's crazy. I mean, when I see him writing cursive his name, I'm like, what the hell? What does that say? You know? We had class called PBM, Personal Business Management. Right, all of that stuff. I missed that. I wish they bring that back. I really do. Because that type of stuff you need in the real life. A lot of these things that they teach in school, in my opinion, you don't use in the real life, you know, in my opinion, I think. Yeah, how are they signing? You know, it's funny because one of my friends works at a bank, and I say to them, what happens to like these younger kids that are like 18 that come in for their banking account? And she says, a lot of them don't know how to sign their name. They just do like a, you know, whatever. I'm like, that's crazy. Your son is 20 and doesn't write in cursive. I know. You also have a son that turned 20, Stacy? You know what's sad? So Isaiah will be 20 July 19th. And I was telling my friend, I'm like, I will have no more teenagers. It's so weird to me. Like, they're all going to be grown. It's bittersweet, you know? So weird. Why not write in cursive? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why they stopped doing that. I really don't know why. How will they know how to do a signature? I know. Isn't that crazy? My daughter is 22 and her cursive sucks. I know. You know, well, to be honest, now that like texting and all that, so I was writing, you know, when I had the eyeshadow palettes, and I would write, if you order from my website, I would do like a handwritten, like little letter. By like the third thing, like my hand had cramps. I had to take breaks. Because, right, a lot of us don't write anymore, you know? So even printing, I'm like, oh my God, my handwriting is so sloppy. You're 10? Well, if you're 10, I don't have minors on my channel. My son will be 20 this year, and my daughter turned 30 in June. Oh, it's just, you know, Tyler, he'll be 29 this November. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, I'm getting old. I teach my kids cursive because schools don't mostly their signatures. My 8th grader learned to balance and write checks. I don't get it. Stores don't accept checks anymore. I know. Yeah, I really do. I think they should still learn cursive. Much love from South Africa. Hi, Keenan. How are you? I have a friend named Keenan. Your oldest is 32. Isn't it crazy, Christine? It's like, where did the time go? I still never forget when I was pregnant with Tyler. I was 18 and my mom was 42. And I've shared this story many, many times. And I said, I told her I was pregnant. And the first thing she said to me was, well, actually, I hanging on her the pregnancy test because I didn't know what to do. And I like basically ran. And because I was scared. And she was like, I'm too young to be a grandmom. And I'm thinking, you're 42, that's old. Because at 18, somebody in their 40s you think is old. Well, now I'm almost 50 and I'm like, I'm too young to be a grandma. you know? Yours are 29 and 30. You're 59 now. It's just so crazy. I hear some of my friends like they're raising their kids and it's like I miss it when they're that young. I really do. Like they're only children for a short time. I see so many people, true story, that have small kids and all they do is spend their time on social media, live streaming for hours. And it's like, spend time with your children because social media will always be here. Your kids are going to get a certain age and you're going to miss it, you know? Because if my kids were young, I would not be doing social media. That's the truth. I mean, maybe if they were in school, maybe, but when they were home, you would never catch me on social media. That's just the truth, you know? Me too. I still grieve for those days. I know. See, my thing is, I was very like a short-tempered. No, that's not the right thing. Well, I was short-tempered, but I didn't have a lot of patience. I guess that's why you should really wait till you're older to have kids, right? When you're ready, because I wish I would have had more patience, you know? Oh, you're Irish? Your kids are 16 and 17. I remember when Tyler, because he's my first, when getting his license, and I literally made him wait like almost 6 months. And I remember my husband at the time, he was like, but I felt like, well, once he gets his license, he's not going to need me anymore. He's not going to, but of course they all still need you, right? But I don't know. It was just very hard. It was hard for me, my kids getting older, but they're all still living with me. So I don't know why I was so upset. Like Lexi tells me all the time, she's like, Mommy, I'm not moving. I'm never moving. And I'm like, well, what if you have kids? And she's like, nope. I'm like, well, what if you get married? I was like, because he ain't moving in. Which, of course, she'll get her own place. But it's like, one kid, okay. But after one kid, you need to find yourself a place. Exactly. They're only babies for a short time. Yes. I mean, they'll always be in your heart. But yes. Like, I miss it, I'm kind of depressed. My sons are getting ready to move out and turn 18. I don't know what I'll do. Because I know it's coming. I think the first one that will move out is Isaiah. But I don't know what I'll do. I'm so sorry. I guess as parents, that's what we're supposed to do, right? Is raise the kids and help them to spread their wings, right? But it's hard. Mine are 31, 23 bonus. Okay, 17 and 13, 3 grand. Wow. I can't wait to be a grandmom. Not right now, but when I do become a grandmother, oh my God, they're going to be so spoiled. Look how I treat my dogs. Do you know my dogs have never had spigot water? What? They probably like, what the hell's that? They always get filtered water or bottled water. I don't remember a time they've ever had spigot water. Kids are different now. I couldn't wait to get out of my Yes, me too. I was 17 when I moved out of my mom's house. 17. And I thought I was grown. I did. I thought I was so grown. Now I wish I would have did how I'm raising my kids. I tell my kids, stay with me as long as you want. Save your money. Build your credit. Right? Because that's the main thing, to build your credit. I didn't want them to turn 18, make them leave, and then they're in debt. No, build your credit. Like Isaiah has almost an 800 credit score, and he's only 19, And I want them to have money to put a down payment on a house or build their house or whatever. But credit is so important. See, I wasn't taught that. I didn't realize how important credit was when I was younger, because back then they gave, at 18, I was getting credit cards, 2,500 limit, 3,000 limit. Now back then, that was a lot of money back then. And so what I do, I was 17, I moved out. I took my credit cards, got like, back then, microwaves were like $300-400, right? And then when me and the guy broke up, I'm like, I'm not paying the credit card bills. And then your credit's bad. I mean, it's so stupid. But we didn't learn that, you know? I'm over here talking. Let me go back. You got married at 18 and bolted. I don't blame you. Oh, thank you, Cammie. Thank you so much. My youngest moved out when she was 18 and then came back. She leaves for a few months until she gets sick. She gets violently ill. Oh, when she's away from me. Yeah, that's how Lexi's going to be. I moved out at 17, but then when Isaiah, I would go back and forth at my mom's house. And then when Tyler was 3 is when I ended it for good with my son's father. But when I got pregnant with Lexi, my grandmom, because you know my mom and grandma lived together, she was like, nope, you got to go. You got to go. And that's how I landed up. And I had pride, right? So I'm like, fine. So that's when I start putting all the applications into the projects, to the low-income apartments. And that's how I moved in there. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that to my children, you know, which I'm glad they did that because it taught me responsibility. But, you know, they were like, nope, you can't stay here. Which, again, now I was so angry. But now that I'm older, I thank God they did that. That's exactly what happened to me. You struggled your whole life. Yes, I wish they, like I said, they would have taught me about credit and, you know, I mean, it didn't help I had kids at an early age either, you know. Your eyes, oh, thank you. Yeah, you had no clue about credit and destroyed. Yes, I'm actually working on my credit now because, you know, when I was married, you know, he didn't like paying a lot of bills. And so I'd get my credit cards, and my kids were still in school. They needed school clothes. They needed stuff. And then when we got our income tax, you know, then we'd pay the credit cards off. But, you know, you just, whatever. So I'm actually now at 48, I'm building my credit now. I mean, my kids have a better credit score than me, you know. But, I mean, it happens, you know. And since it's late, how long will Lexi's surgery take? So they said it's about an hour, hour and a half, but with recovery time and all that, about 2.5, 3 hours. So we're still waiting. She just went in around, I think they took her about 10:45 Eastern time. So I've been on here almost 40 minutes. Thanks for chatting with y'all, everybody. Oh, thank you, Ty, for coming. I appreciate you. Could be nutrition changes. A lot of kids don't eat properly on their own. I'm one of those at 45. The depression of empty nest is real. Yes. My kids are 31, 25. Now, see, my kids still live with me, but I started getting that empty nest when they got older because I felt like they don't need me. Like, all 3 of my kids have cars. They all have a job, which of course, you know. But they go out with their friends, you know, it's like, but they do enjoy spending time with me. Like when they're home, they'll come downstairs and be like, come on, let's watch a movie. I'm very blessed. I am very blessed. Lexi will say to me, come on, Mom, let's go get her, because I don't ever get my nails done. She does. But she's like, come on, let's go get our feet done, you know, or let's go to the movies, or let's go out to eat. So I'm very blessed that they still enjoy spending time with me, you know. But it's not the same. You know, I tell my girls they can always come home. Me too. I always say that because, well, really with Lexi, because I don't want her to feel that let's say she moves out and let's say she gets in a relationship like they live together. I don't ever want her getting in an abusive relationship. I mean, that could be mentally or physically. Well, if it's ever physically, he won't have a life. Let's just put it that way. But like mentally, I don't want her being scared to come tell me or feel like she can't come home. You know what I mean? But this is what I tell Lexi. I always say Lexi, because she's going back to school. She's going, taking college classes and stuff. She wants to be a traveling nurse. But I tell her, get your own. Get a house, get it in your name. You know, make sure you have your own. That way, a man can't ever say, get out. Because men tend to do that, right? Especially when they're the ones working and having the money. They want to control. Not every man, but a lot of men, you know. And I tell her, like,
Okay, all right.
and
All right,
I always say about marriage and different things, but I say I may be 50, but financially I'm like 35. Yes, yes, it's so true. And there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, listen, even now in a marriage or in relationships, two people need to work. It's not like how it was years ago where one person was the breadwinner. Really, it's hard. I say all the time, I don't know how you guys raising kids nowadays, how you do it. Just with the food cost alone. I mean, it's me and I have 3 adult kids, and I'm spending like $800 a month on food, right? I can't imagine how you guys do it. Will Lexi be staying overnight in the hospital? Yes. What they said was she's staying tonight, and she'll get discharged tomorrow between 4 and 5 in the at night. But if she's still nauseous or anything like that, they'll keep her an extra night. So I won't know. She's definitely staying tonight, but I won't know until tomorrow. Which I'm very happy that they're putting her on blood thinners for 28 days. So, because she had the open heart surgery, and she had a PE on her lung, and then she had 2 on her heart. So that's what I'm very stressed out about. My daughter is thanks, Cammie, blessed thoughts. My daughter is almost 25 and hasn't left home more than 4 months total. She is a month away from having her second baby, and I still have to step in and help them. Yeah, my door is always open, no explanation needed. Now, I do have one thing. Let's say Tyler, he's 28. He'll be 29 this year. Now, you need to work. Now, I ain't going to have no 30-year-old or 20-something-year-old kid living with me and not working or paying rent. You know what I mean? Like, like how my mom raised me, either go to school or you work. Now, like my kids, now Tyler, he works, but Lexi and Isaiah, they go to school and work, But you're not going to just stay home and do nothing, and you have to pay me rent. You know what I mean? Now, Isaiah, because he's only 19, I let him go a little bit, but it's more, and I don't charge a lot. Like Tyler, I do. Tyler, he pays me $1,000 a month, Lexi, a little bit. It's more, I'm trying to teach them responsibility. That's basically why I do it. And Tyler makes really good money, so bills are expensive, And none of them have kids, so. I've been married almost 30 years, but the house is in my name. Yeah, and sometimes you learn the hard way. Now, with my marriage, thank God, everything was mine. So, like, when we got divorced, we didn't even need lawyers. It was just signing papers, it's over with. Because we didn't even have a joint bank account. It was nothing together. Now, I didn't want it like that. I wanted that family. But, I don't work. My husband is the breadwinner. But see, not all men are like that, and I don't know. It's just hard, I think, I just think prices are going up. I mean, my electric bill, I don't even want to talk about what my electric bill is every month. I just don't know how some people do it, Like, thank God the house that I live in is paid off. So I don't have a mortgage. Of course, I don't have rent. The house is paid off. I don't know what I would do having a mortgage and all that type of stuff, My daughters are 25 and my youngest will be 18 next. My eldest has been on her own since 19. That's amazing. So young to have such health problems. Glad she's getting treatment. Yeah, I'll never forget when she had open heart and lung surgery. Oh my God, I'll never forget. Never forget. That was, I still think about it, Lord, I just ask to send peace to Ann and her family today. Lord, cover Lexi's doctors to make good decision. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Amen. Thank you. My daughter works and is 8 months pregnant. Oh, good. Amen. Well, congratulations. Is she having a boy or girl, or do you not know? I always said when I was pregnant, I never wanted to know what I was having, right? And then when they would, each time, then when they would do the ultrasound, they would say, well, do you want to know what you're having? I'm like, yeah. Now, if they didn't ask me, I would be fine. But, like, you can't ask me something like that. I'm like, yeah, I want to know. Hi, JoJo. How are you? My son is 20 and his job requires him to work all over the world with huge generators making good money. He's in, oh, good, good, Carrie. Thank God, Ann, it's all yours because, yeah. Well, I was very worried with the house. So, but in New Jersey, whatever is given to you, like in a will or what have you, your spouse cannot take. So that's good. Which he didn't try to take it anyway, but my mortgage is 1,800. Wow, light is 595. Well, you know what our electric bill was? Over 600, and I behind in my electric bill. That's literally how much it is. Like, bills are expensive here in Jersey. Um, that's not including car pay. Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about that. I know. Now I have my car and Lexi's car on my car insurance, and we both have full coverage. But just for two cars, it's $702 a month just for car insurance. Just for two cars, $702. I can't make that up. It's crazy. That's why I said I don't know how people raising kids. Like, it's just crazy because sports, all of that is so expensive. You've been probably for long-term relationships similar to what you describe about yours. Yeah, I love you could do battle by yourself. That's so true. My grandmother taught me that. My grandmother would tell you now, if she was alive, and she was 91 when she passed, she would tell you, never put up with the man stuff. You could do battle by yourself because my grandmother she had two marriages, and they both passed, and they weren't really good, physical and everything else. So everything has gone up so much. I know. Like in Jersey, the electric bill went up 25%. Everything caught. You're right. You're right. It's crazy. Lexi, for her age, her car payment is $600 a month. Just her car payment. Thank God mine ain't that high. But that's why I tell my kids, stay with me. Do whatever you got to do. Build your credit up. Get your credit cards. Pay them off. I'm trying to teach them. Everything has gone up like a bag of chips. You ain't lying. I think, what was it, Walmart? I went to go get a bag of chips or something like that, like the big bag of chips. It was like almost $6. I about fell out. I'm like, oh my God, $6. And then, when you open it up, half of it's air. You know how that goes. I'm late. Hey, B, better late than never, right? My electric bill is about $119 a month on budget. Yeah. Western New York utilities aren't bad, but rent is I know. I thank God I don't pay rent because there's also location, and where I live, my God, $3,000 easily if somebody had to pay rent. Yeah, you're glad your car's paid off. My car was paid off, and I had just paid it off maybe about 6 months. And Lexi got in a car accident and totaled my car. This was years ago. She was like 17. My son took his credit card away from his fiance because she discovered too much. I hear you. You look like a therapist. Oh, with these glasses on? I wish I was a therapist, I'll tell you that. Hello, beautiful people. My son took his credit. Oh, I just read your comment. I like driving my 2008 Ford Explorer. I'm good. You know what? As I'm older, like Lexi's car is 2022. And I'm like, Lexi, do not get a new car. Why would, first of all, if you get a 2024, right? As soon as you take it off the lot, it depreciates like $10,000, right? I mean, it's dumb. You know, why would you get a brand new car, pay all that much money, get you a good car that, you know, will last you a little bit, but she got a 2022. I wanted her to get like a 2020, you know, or something like that. Oh, my chat went away. I have this little card that they gave me with her number. It's called a tracking number. And then you can look on the TV and it'll tell you exactly like where the patient is. Are they in the OR? Are they prepping for surgery? You know, all of that. So I'm going to go look at that in a second to see where she's at. Matter of fact, I'm going to take you guys with me. Let me see. Hold on. I got to grab my pocketbook. Sorry, I hit the off button. Hold on. Let me grab my pocketbook. Let's look and see where she's at. Hold on a second. Here's right here. Surgery start, it says. Let me show you what this looks like. Where you can tell. See? So you can check to see, like, are they out of surgery? Are they not? But she's still in surgery. Okay, hold on. Oh, let me show you this, too. They have these charging things. Let me turn you around. See? Which is nice, look. So you could charge your phone or plug in, like, say you have your computer. That's pretty cool. And then they have over here, they have charging stations and stuff, so that's good. All right, let me hook you up again, you guys. I have you rigged. Hold on. Okay, stay. Okay. You will never have an. I know. I wish I didn't get mine's a 2023, and I should have never did that. Dumb. If your electric bill is that high, you need new windows. We have brand new windows from the house fire. So in 2018, it's all new windows. Well, 2019 is when they finished it. You hate the smell of hot. Oh no, I don't know what's happening. My thing's dropping. I do too. I feel like I got that stupid lipstick on that I hate from BoxyCharm, and it's so drying. Let me see if I have something to put on. I hate hospitals. Before my mother got put on hospice, the reason why she got put on hospice is because she was in the hospital 52 times in 1 year. Now, you know there's only 52 weeks in a year. And we were always in and out of the hospital. So, look, I should do what's in my bag. Look, I can't make this up. I got so much stuff in my pocketbook. Hold on. What is this? Oh, Lexi's phone. I'm like, what phone is this? Hold on. Of course, I got about 4 of these. Hand sanitizer. Look, I got my mascara. I need mascara. Okay, I found me this is my favorite. Pineapple mango. All right, let me put everything back. Hold on. I even bring one of these in case I need it to slap on the thing to hold the phone. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me put this on. Mascara's your fit. I know. When I don't have makeup on, I only put it on. I only have one coat on because I had to get up my alarm went off at 6:30 this morning. But I just have it like on top. I never put it on the bottom unless I have like makeup on. Hold on. I can't see anything. Well, you needed a car. I know, but it's so stupid because once you take it off the lot, it depreciates in value, you know? Now, I'm very lucky. So my kids, when I wanted to get my car, my kids gave me $7,000 to put down on any car They were like, here. I'm very blessed. My kids are very good to me. They really are. Yeah, it's I probably should have took off the lipstick that I had on first. Um, yeah. Put some hand sanitizer on. That's why my hands look the way they are, because I love, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't smelled this, it's called it's pineapple mango. Oh my God. Because you know hand sanitizers stink, but this smells so good. But this is why my hands are like that. See how I have my hands? Well, I have an autoimmune disease, but also because I'm always using bleach and hand sanitizers and everything else. You like I don't think I've tried the milk lip oil, milk makeup you're talking about, right? I don't ever think I have. You seem like an awesome, wonderful part. Oh, thank you, Dragon Lady. You look so gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Well, I need to keep you guys around when I have my bad days. I should go live more often. Hi from Ireland. How are you? You're hungry? Gonna make something. Oh, I'm hungry too, but I don't know if I walk, you guys. If I take you guys with me, I'd have to take you in the elevator, and I don't know if we would lose service to go to the cafeteria. Who makes this? Is this Bath and Body Works? Yeah. Is it? Maybe not. I can't read even with glasses on, because these are my cheap glasses. These are the readers. I think it says pocket bag. I don't know. Can you guys read that right there? You might have to screenshot it. So screenshot that. You're very frugal. I can't stand having debt. Yeah, at all. I'm always worried something might happen and I can't pay. I hear you. Well, like I said, I'm still working on my credit now, but I don't like owing bills. So my bills are paid all the time because I stress. I think, you know what I mean, too much. I don't know what goes to. I look stupid. Like, oh, the chat disappears and then it comes back. I don't know why. I'm almost out of water. And then I have to be careful I don't show too much, because you guys know I usually dox myself by accident, because I never realized, I know I say this a lot, but I never realized how people will do that Google search or whatever it's called, and they will look for things and look you up. Why do people do that? Because I can care less. If I'm watching somebody, even if somebody I don't like, well, I don't watch people I don't like, but like, I can care less where they're at. If they were at a hospital, I don't care. Not that I don't care about them. I don't care where they're at because it's not my business. It's just so weird. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yep. Yep, that looks like that's what it says. When you started living in this house in the beginning of 2020, my light bill was $120. Now that the prices are going up, so does the light bill. Yes. Isn't it crazy? I think my cheapest bill is the gas bill. I want to say that's the cheapest bill that I have because, yeah, I think I think that's the cheapest one. You can never be so safe. Do I like Biden? I don't like any of the presidents that we have right now. So I'll just say that, you know? So what are you guys' plans? Anything? I'm starting to like, see, when I stop talking, I start thinking about Lexi. I don't even know what to talk about right now. What are you guys' plans? Anything? I told Lexi for the first few nights, she'll sleep downstairs, and then I'll sleep downstairs with her. You know? My gas is 25. Wow. Yeah, my gas bills is pretty cheap too. Not that that's cheap, but I'm just saying compared to everything else. Do you know how much like my cable bill is and stuff? So I have cable, internet, and I still have a landline. I know I'm old school, but what if the power goes out or something? I don't know. You got to have a landline, and that is almost $400 a month that I pay. So I called them and I'm like, well, if I took the cable out, how much is it? The cable alone is $201. I'm like, but I need my ID channel, right? I need certain channels. Otherwise, I would leave cable because I'm happy with just. Then you got to pay for Netflix, Hulu. We have that Max. What is that? HBO Max. She pays for her Disney Plus, but like that's how they get you. $100 for internet. Yeah. Oh, and Discovery ID. Isn't it crazy? Wait a minute. So you don't have to have cable, or do you have to pay extra to have Discovery ID? What do you mean? We save so much money by canceling cable. I know. I was thinking about that. Honest to God, I was. Because I'm like, well, as long as I have internet and we have Netflix and all that stuff, but I don't know if I can get away from my ID channel. Anyone watching House of... No, where is that at? Is that on Netflix? Yeah, you have to have ID. Isn't that weird? It's like certain channels. I mean, I guess we don't have to have it, but I enjoy it. You don't... I know. Tyler tells me that all the time. He's like, Mom, why don't you just cancel the cable? Because we also have that, I don't have it hooked up though, that Fire Stick. He was like, Mom, we don't need all that. There are cheaper options that have the ID over cable. Really? You don't have to have cable in the fort. I did not know that. I haven't watched TV in years. I just watch things on, yeah. Do you know what's funny? So before I knew anything about YouTube, if you were to ask me, would you rather have internet or cable TV? I would have said cable TV. I didn't know too much about the internet. I didn't even know about YouTube until 2016. I never had Instagram, Facebook until 2018. Like when I tell you I didn't have social media, that's the truth. So when I say I was like not blindsided, that's not the right word. For YouTube, like I knew nothing. But now it's like, all right, if I had to choose, it would be the internet. That was my point. You think House of Dragons. Here's the thing. House of Dragons, I don't like episodes because I'd rather watch a movie because I am the type. Let's say there's a show that I like and I'm behind. I'm just finding out about it. I don't know if it's my OCD or what, but I have to watch every single episode. I will stay up till 5 in the morning watching it. So that's why I hate it. And then you got to wait another week for the show to come on, and it's like I want to know what's happening right now. I don't want to wait. So if the show's really good, it's one thing, but like I prefer a movie. You still have cable even though you have apps because you need your Lifetime. I used to love, oh my God, we're talking about in the 90s and 2000s. On Sundays would be a new Lifetime movie, and on Sundays I would watch Lifetime all day long. Now I don't really watch it too much. You're prepping for dinner, debating on if you want. As far as TV, I'm streaming at, okay, T-Mobile internet is like $53. That's not bad. Yeah, I prefer Bing, but everyone in my family is, what is Bing? Lifetime is free on the internet. You guys, binge. You guys are telling me stuff I didn't know. Listen, don't make me go home and have to cancel my cable now, because I will do it. Trust me. Oh my God, keep trying to tape them out and it keeps starting to, oh, don't you hate that? You guys have moved on to the conversation. I love my dad. I'm watching Gypsy Rose right now on Lifetime site. What do you guys think about her being pregnant? First of all, let me just say this. I knew it was going to happen. I'm sure she says that it wasn't planned. Okay. You know damn well Lifetime is very excited. Yes?
You're here with... Who are you here with?
Alexandria?
Let me make sure. I think you're finishing up. Was it Dr. Senator was the patient?
No.
No, okay.
Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot. I lost my train of thought. I thought something happened. Oh God, that scared the shit out of me. Um, anyway, Lifetime is excited because that's a good storyline. That's for them to keep doing reality TV because they're looking at her as a moneymaker. They don't really care about people, and they're like, oh, good. But you're pause it, Ann, if you need to speak. Yeah, well, I wasn't even thinking. It scared me. I thought something happened. Um, what was I gonna say? Guys, I really thought something happened because she should still be in surgery. Um, what was I saying? Oh, she's still legally married, right? I think she said her divorce is final in October, but you, how do you not know? I mean, come on, if you're not taking precautions, I mean, then it's always planned, right? If you have to cancel anything, it will be the cable, yes. Is my forehead blinding you? I'm so sorry. Put some sunglasses on. She's younger than her age mature. Well, yeah. Well, you figure how she was raised, but then she went to jail very young, so she really hasn't had life experiences. When she was home, she never got to go out. So her mind, she probably has a 17-year-old mind, Yeah, I know. Well, it scared me because she should. Let me look. I'm going to go on that TV and look. God. Because I thought, oh God, don't tell me something happened. Let me get my pocketbook. Hold on. Let me look. Yeah, she's still in surgery. It says surgery start. Oh God, that scared me. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, hold on, I got you rigged. Okay. Hi, Charlene, how are you? She ditched that puppy she wanted so bad. I know, isn't that a shame? I could never do that. She 100% planned it. Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, she on TV, national TV, she goes and she gets a Plan B pill, which I have nothing against that. I think she needs to live her life. My opinion. I don't have no room to talk. I'll be a hypocrite. I was 18 when I got pregnant. Okay, but and then you turn around. So my thing is, you already did a Plan B on national TV. So you can't say nothing was planned if you're 11 weeks. Am I right or wrong? Apps are good for certain extent. Yeah, because cable, you can watch anything you want and it's different every day. That's true. You're good. Oh, good. What's going on? What are we doing live right now? Lexi's in surgery. So I'm at the hospital waiting, the waiting game. What is this 3 buttons for? Let me see. I hope I don't, oh, that's a share button. Let me see something. I don't even know how to mute this if I had to mute it. What is this button? Oh God, I don't want to touch anything. Everything on cable is available on the internet streaming. I know, I'm going to have to end up canceling it. What are your pronouns? Her, she? I feel terrible for the things that happened to her as a child. I cannot watch all that crap she's got going on. I'm blissfully ignorant in whatever drama she's attempting to create. Well, here's the thing. I do too. I feel awful. But I also feel she is her mother's, this is my opinion. She is her mother's daughter. I believe she knows how to manipulate. Her mother taught her how to manipulate. She knew she couldn't walk. She knew she could walk. And she went along with it as well to get gifts and other things. Now, do I think she was probably scared of her mother? Absolutely. Do I think yes, of course. But I'm just going to keep it real. She helped kill her mother. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't understand how you can get away with that. It doesn't matter if she did it or not. She bought that knife herself. She put it on her little step. She unlocked the door, let him in, while she stayed in the bathroom while her mother was screaming for her name, calling for her. Okay? So you only do less than 10 years. You get out, you're a millionaire. You get your own TV, you're on the news. What person do you know that, and we are good people and we're struggling? You know? I don't understand it. Um, but again, I'm not taking away what happened to her as a child. I'm not taking any of that away. That is a shame. I believe her mother had mental illness and different things. I don't, my heart, I feel terrible. But there's a lot of people that had terrible childhoods and they didn't kill their parents. And, you know, that's just how I feel about that. I feel if it wasn't for her, her mother would still be alive. I understand Nick did it. She even took a video of showing him how to stab her mother on the bed and sent it to him. So if it wasn't for her, it would have never happened, you know? But, you know, I can keep going and going on about that. I remember when I first start talking about this, go to my beauty channel. And when she first got out of prison, I did a live stream with my friend Lisa. And at that time, I had a very unpopular opinion. What I'm telling you guys now is what I said before. And a lot of people felt sorry for her and said, well, we feel bit, you know, but I'm like, no, she's a manipulator. She helped do it. But now, like, it's coming out, you see it, you know? And I feel sorry for her husband, Ryan, but I also feel this way, like, who writes a woman in prison that killed their mother? I don't know. I have a lot of opinions, I guess. I can't believe they flushed her remains down the toilet. No, they didn't do that because they found her mother was still laying in the bed, I think. Did they? I feel the doctors, yes, I agree. I agree as well. But you have to remember, back then, there wasn't computers and stuff. Everything was written. I remember when I was a little girl, right? Even when I was a teenager, when I would go to the doctors, they would pull out the charts. It wasn't on a computer. So parents could doctor shop, or that's why addiction was so bad, because you can doctor shop. You know what I mean? And I think that's what had a lot too, because the mother, when she would switch doctors, she never told the other doctor about the other doctors. And how would they know? Nothing was on computers. So yes, the doctors failed her, but also some of the, I don't, you know what I mean? It's like a catch 21 or 22, however you say it. You know what I mean? I do know this though, after they did what they did to her mother, they were taking videotapes and she was bragging how she was having sex and everything right after your mother dies. So she's not as innocent as what a lot of people are thinking, in my opinion. Because if I was to do that and hear my mother calling my name, the last thing I want to do is have sex with that person that killed my mother. You know? Dee Dee's parents had her cremated and then they got her remains. Oh, that's right. That's right. I was thinking you meant like when it, yes, that's right. Because they didn't want the remains either. That's sad. Dee Dee's family said in a documentary that they didn't care, that they would, oh. You know, I think if Dee Dee was alive, I think she should be in jail for what she put her child through. I don't think it should have been death. But I do think she should have did some jail time, in my opinion. But I don't think she should have been treated the way she's treated, like and flushed her ashes down the that's just because she had mental illness. When you have that Munchausen's or whatever it's called, that's a mental illness, you know? And let's keep it real. Where was Gypsy's father the whole time? Right? He's getting applaud. Yeah, he might be a good father now, but when you thought your daughter was handicapped, you didn't want nothing to do with your daughter. You know? Where were all... See, here's the thing. Where was her family at when this was happening? They all like washed their hands, and everybody failed her as a child, in my opinion. But that's still no excuse to do what you did. Brian is an educated man. He chose a person with serious baggage. The age difference was a huge, but Gypsy Rose was, yes, Ryan is his name, Ryan. I can't believe they are flashing, paying her. Yes, I mean, she's a millionaire now. I mean, she has what? How many millions of followers? I can't get a view to save my life. I'm struggling. They kept moving, so it was hard. Right, right. Because that's what I was saying. That's what some people aren't understanding. It wasn't computerized then. That's when they still did medical records on paper, pen and paper. But I knew it was gonna. I knew eventually it was gonna happen. I knew it because it's a cash grab. I'm not saying she didn't want a child, but it was definitely planned. And Lifetime's going to make money off of her. I mean, everybody's making money off of her right now. I agree, but hard to judge. A lot of abusers isolate themselves as their victims. Family often has no idea. I still think the father failed Gypsy as well. That's your daughter. You should have known. If you were in your child's life, you would have known what was happening. If you would have went to your child's doctor visit just one time, you would have known. If you would have kept your child overnight, you would have knew that your child could walk, right? Everybody failed her, but what she did was wrong. She should have had as much time as Nick did, in my opinion. Hey Jersey girl, how are you? But there's always, yeah, I agree. Like, listen, like she had a terrible, terrible life, as a child. But there's a lot of kids that have a bad life, worse than hers. How about these kids that their parents are putting them in cages and making them sleep in cages and go into the bathroom in the cage and all that? They don't kill their parents. I don't know. I'm very passionate about it. I don't know. You thought there was a legitimacy that people couldn't profit off of their crimes. Well, she's profiting, so I don't know. I don't think she should either, to be honest with you, but she definitely is. But I will say this: she is pregnant. What is she? 11 weeks. I hope she has a healthy baby, and I really do wish the best for her, and I hope everything's okay. She's not profiting off her crime, but right. But her crime is what's making her popular, right? So it's not her crime, but she would not have if she didn't do this, she wouldn't have a TV show. She wouldn't have any of this. You know what I mean? But I do hope, as an adult now, she has a good life. I hope she has a happy life. She did her time. If she only was sentenced to 10 years and got out neat, she did her time. I do hope the best for her. I just, her crime is the only reason anyone knows her, right? God, I still can't believe when that nurse came up here. I thought something happened to Lexi. Oh, God, I still can't get over that. Like, when she asked me who I was here for, I couldn't even think of Lexi's name. I couldn't think of her name. I'm like, her stepmother is helping her profit from her crime. Yeah. Now, let me ask you guys a question, though. Her name is Christy. What do you think do you think that she helped Gypsy leave her husband and go back to Ken? And what do you think about that? I have CB and don't act that way. Believe me, I hate Casey, but it's the same thing. Yeah. I'm done my water. I'm gonna have to go to the cafeteria and get more water. I think so too. Why would she do that? You're just getting out of, like, I don't know. Christy pushed her. Yeah, I wonder why. Do you think they just never liked Ryan? What do you think? She was friends. Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. I didn't know that. I didn't realize, because see, I don't have TikTok or anything, so I didn't realize they were friends. I just thought he called her when he knew Gypsy got out, you know? You didn't care for Ryan? Do you think, because I know a lot of people thought he was very pushy, do you think he was very, what's the word, like, demanding? I don't know the right word I'm thinking of. I swear, and I was just thinking about you. Telling what would Ann do? I turn on you to. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Peace, love, and Melinda. I watch stuff on Gypsy from drama channels. Yeah, I think Gypsy's mom was offered to. Yeah, controlling. That's the word. Thank you. Controlling. Watching the reality show, I do think he was a little controlling, but I don't know. I just feel, and it could be because I literally just went through a divorce and my ex-husband committed adultery a few times. So maybe I have a strong opinion. Maybe that could be why. But I feel if you weren't happy being married, then you divorce them and then you move on. I don't like the adultery stuff because even if you're separated, you're still married until you're not. There's no separation. What's separation? You're still legally married, right? And I could, like I said, feel that way because I just went through that. Um, yeah, he was very jealous and insecure. But also, you have to remember too, like even before they got married, she was always bringing Ken up and all that other stuff. So he probably still had a little jealous thing, but then he shouldn't have married her. I still don't understand why you would write somebody that killed their mother and then marry him. Like, live with them first or something. I don't know. Ryan was off somewhere overbearing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I just like seen little clips like where I think she was in New York or something like that, and people were asking for pictures, and he would be like, hurry up really quickly, and stuff like that. And it's like, Oh, thank you, Jersey girl. And my birthday's on Saturday. I want to give you this money as a gift from me. For my birthday gift to give to this Lexi. I will for her birthday. Thank you. Her birthday's July 31st. I certainly will. Thank you. Got to get ready for work. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Is it Lita or Lita? Thank you so much. I'm not going to stay on here too long anyway because I need to go down to the cafeteria, get me some more water, and get something to eat. Because Lexi should be out of surgery soon. Well, let me go check again. See, it's my nerves. I can't help it. Let's walk. Walk and talk. Let me look. I do like where they tell you, like, what's happening. Ah, she's still in surgery. I have to remember to keep carrying my pocketbook. Let me set you up again. God, you guys will laugh at me if you've seen how I have you rigged. Your birthday's on the 17th? Oh, well, happy birthday. Early birthday. So you're 2 days before Isaiah's. Isaiah's is the 19th. Do you have any plans, Jersey girl, for your birthday? For Saturday? What are you doing? Hi, Abby. How are you? I was just checking. I don't know how long you've been on here, Abby. Lexi's still in surgery. It was cute. Lexi made a little video for Abby, and I sent it to her. Let's see. Of course you can. The system is clever, but reminds you of the flight. I'm a paranoid parent more with my daughter than my son. My son is with his dad in Austin. Do you know what's weird? If you were to ask my 3 kids, they'll say, Mom's favorite child is Isaiah. And I tell my kids all the time, I don't have a favorite. I have different bonds with my kids. Like Tyler, he's my firstborn. Me and Tyler basically grew up together. I was 18 when I got pregnant, right? Lexi's my only daughter, and Isaiah's the baby. So I'm more protective over Lexi, very protective over her. I worry more about her. I don't know if it's because she's a girl or what. Isaiah, he's little. Not little, but he's still young. And Tyler, I just have that very close bond with him. Like he's part of me. I don't know how to explain it. So it's like I love you all the same. I just have different bonds. Oh, Chris, thank you. I'll definitely keep, as soon as she gets out of surgery, I'll put it on the community post. But Lexi's spending the night, so I'll go live again later on after her surgery and keep you guys updated. But I'll probably go live on my beauty channel. Um, do you believe in God? Yes, I do. Yep. It's so nerve-wracking waiting. Yes, when my son had surgery, it took almost 5 hours and was only supposed to be 2.5. Oh, see, that would scare the shit out of me. That's when she had her open heart surgery, it took like 40 minutes longer. Oh my God, it scared me. Like, is something going on? My, your oldest is what makes you a mother. It's just, yes. And especially because I had him so young, I think. You don't have a favorite, right? All right, I'm going to get off of here. I've been on here almost an hour and a half. I'm going to go to the cafeteria, and I want to try to get back up here before her surgery's done. But I'll definitely be live again. I'll keep you guys updated and all of that. So thank you guys for keeping me company, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye, guys.